And Vice President J.D. Vance, he is doubling down on the president's warning for Hamas to behave during his visits to Israel. His trip comes as U.S. leaders scramble to shore up that shaky ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. The agreement was put to the test after Israel launched deadly strikes on Gaza just over the weekend. We know 40 Palestinians were killed in that attack. But Israel blamed Hamas, saying it had to retaliate after an ambush had killed Israeli troops. Hamas, though, denied having anything to do with it. Meanwhile, President Trump posted this on social media just this morning, saying allies in the Middle East would, quote, welcome the opportunity at my request to go into Gaza with a heavy force and straighten out Hamas if Hamas continues to act badly. Here's Vice President J.D. Vance reiterating that message.
Our warning to Hamas is very straightforward. The terms of the 20-point plan that the president put out there is very clear. It's supported not just by Israel, but by all of our Gulf Arab friends. It's that Hamas has to disarm. It's that Hamas has to actually behave itself, and that Hamas, while all the fighters can be given some sort of clemency, they're not going to be able to kill each other, and they're not going to be able to kill their fellow Palestinians. Now, again, that's going to take a little bit of time. We're talking about how to set up the security and humanitarian apparatus to put all this in place. But right now, where I stand, I feel confident that we're going to be in a place where this peace lasts, where it's durable. And if Hamas doesn't cooperate, then as the President of the United States has said, Hamas is going to be obliterated.
All right, let's bring in CBS News senior foreign correspondent Imtiaz Tyab. Imtiaz, thank you so much for joining us today. What else stood out to you during the vice president's remarks?
Some interesting remarks from the vice president, and as usual, J.D. Vance talking pretty tough against Hamas, but he also revealed some really interesting things. I think it was pretty telling when he said, having said everything we've just heard about Hamas and the need for it to disarm, et cetera, he also said that the ceasefire in Gaza isn't make sense of what's happening, especially given what we saw over the weekend with those Israeli airstrikes, which killed dozens of Palestinians. And of course, those images of Hamas executing what they described as collaborators with Israel inside of Gaza. Whatever the case, the fact that J.D. Vance is in Israel having these meetings alongside Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, who of course helped negotiate this deal and push it through, is significant. Although Mr. Vance has said that the reason he was in Israel was a trip that had long been planned, it really does come at a time in which the president clearly wants this deal to work. And that is why those three men are in Israel to not only pressure Hamas, even though that was the nature of his public statements. It's very clear from our sources on the ground in Israel that a lot of pressure is being put on the Israeli leadership to keep this deal together.
All right, Imtiaz Tyab, thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate your time.